welcome back to my channel. It's everyone's favorite part of the month, and that is time to pick our TBR for June. That's crazy. This will be now my third month doing a set TBR, and I'm still loving it. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for the rest of the year, but so far it's been really fun. Now I am filming this a couple weeks early because I'm about to go on a trip, so it's only May 18th when I'm filming this. So as far as an update on my May TBR, I just finished filming my reading vlog, so if you didn't see that, definitely go check it out. But I currently have 2 books left out of the 6 on my TBR, which are actually just right here. I've got this AJ Fickery and then one of the Rune Lord books. I ended up having to start the series over again because last month I put the second book in a fantasy series on my TBR, and I wanted to start reading it, and I was like, I don't remember anything about the first one. So unfortunately I'm in the middle of reading the first one still right now when I'm filming this, so I may finish my May TBR, I may not, but like I'm still on track. Like I definitely still could, but I did unfortunately have to add like a whole other book before I could even get to the one that was on my TBR. So anyway, time to get on to this upcoming month's one, and I think I'm gonna pick 5 or 6 again, somewhere. I feel like that's a good number. I'd say 6 was kind of a stretch. 6 worked last month maybe because I had like 2 short ones on it, so we'll just see the ones we end up picking this month. But I haven't added anything to the TBR since last time we chatted. Just kidding, I did. I added A Man Called Ove because I saw that in the thrift, and then also added City of Bones that I also got the thrift. So I don't know if I'll end up picking those this month, but those are the only new additions. But there are a lot of new releases I feel like that came out. So first thing I wanted to do with you guys was just look up a list of like new book releases, because I would love to just have a couple that are on my radar, so that then going into this, if I like pick a prompt that could go for one of these new ones, then you know I could pick one of those. Okay, Slay. Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. I really liked her book last summer, One Golden Summer, so I wouldn't mind reading that one. There's that like Into the Blue or something like that I keep seeing everybody reading. Into the Blue, that's exactly what it's called, by Emma Brody. I haven't heard what that's about, but I love the cover and everyone's been chit-chatting about that one, so let's add that as an option as well. Everyone's talking about Yesteryear, but I don't know if I really want to put that one on the radar. Oh my gosh, there's that other one by Brooke that's coming out. Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. I really want to read that as well because she's so funny on the pod. Okay, Slay. Okay, that feels good then, having those like 3 in the like on my thoughts. And then the only other one, which I did this last, I did this last month too, is I did the whole spiel. You didn't see that, of my friends making me read this old fantasy series called the Rune Lords. So I will hopefully in the month of May read the 1st and the 2nd, and then June I would in theory need to pick up the 3rd. So that is also on my radar that I will read, whether we end up getting to add it to the TBR or not. I'm gonna move these out of the way so that I can then put my TBR there as we're pulling it. And I do have a little jar. Let me put a candle there, stop that from falling. I have a little jar. Should we turn the candle on? Oh my gosh. Cozy. Quaint. Okay, so I have a jar, so we're gonna pull our TBR's prompts from this. Oh, exciting. And I've thrown away the last couple months, so there shouldn't be any duplicates. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it and pick this pink one. It was upside down, but it says my pig. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's like such a good one to pick, but also so unfortunate to pick it as the first one, because like what if I pick another prompt that I could have picked any of these for? Honestly, I think I really want to read Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It the most out of those 3 that I pulled for new releases. I just feel like it'd be so fun. And like everyone's gonna be talking about it because it'll just come out. Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna do that one, so we're gonna put that on the TBR since I don't have the actual book. That is the reminder that that is gonna be on there. And what is the little blurb it's saying on Google is that it's about a 29-year-old teacher with intimacy anxiety who creates a checklist to lose her virginity before turning 30, navigating romantic prospects while dealing with her anxiety and societal pressures. This book is a witty, heartfelt, and relatable story that blends humor with themes of self-discovery, anxiety, and modern romance. Following Phoebe as she juggles 3 potential love interests, period queen. Okay, 3. That sounds right up my alley. That sounds right up my alley. I'm 29, literally turning 30 this year, and I'm also, I mean, I'm not trying to lose my virginity, but I am a Christian, so I'm not doing that until getting married, but we can relate to the storyline, kind of. So I feel like that'll be so fun. Oh wait, I love to show you guys. I don't want to make it seem like I'm cheating, picking the prompts. Okay, let's go for this yellow one. Let's hope it's not upside down again. I don't think it is. A 5-star prediction. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do I have anything on the physical TBR that is a 5-star prediction? Like Loki, I don't think so. I do really love Frederick Bachman, but I tried to watch the A Man Called Ove movie, and like I just couldn't, oh, hello? And I couldn't get into it, and I didn't even end up finishing it. So that is unfortunately not a 5-star. Same with like Kristen Hanna, like I love her books and I've rated some of them 5-star, but not all of them. So, and this one's like Home Front. It's about the, like it's about the army, so maybe I would like it because I've liked her other ones, but like I just don't think it's gonna be a 5-star. And like maybe I hate to also then just pick another book that I don't have, but everybody that I've seen read Into the Blue has really loved it, and like Sarah read it 5 stars. So guys, I hate to just pick two off the bat that are not, that I don't have here physically, but we're also gonna put Into the Blue on the TBR. So okay, yay. And what's this one about? Don't know. Oh, it says a love story. Can you rewrite the script to your life? 2 former friends find themselves thrust into the comedy world in this journey of fate, romance, and human connection. Ooh, we love a second chance romance and like friends to lovers sitch. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah. Okay, that's like 2 romances though, so I do want to not pick any more romance because I'm not the biggest romance reader, TBH. So what does it say? What does it say? It says a popular book I haven't read. Ooh, okay, perfect. Do we have one on here? Ooh, I do feel like maybe one of these thrillers, because they were popular. I mean, they are popular, like especially Lisa Jewell. Like maybe Lisa Jewell's None of This Is True. Maybe either this one or Beautiful Ugly, because I do feel like these were super popular when they came out. Interesting. Okay, so Beautiful Ugly says author Grady Green is having the worst day of his life. He calls his wife Abby to share some exciting news as she's driving home. He hears Abby slam on the brakes and get out of the car, and then nothing. When he eventually finds her car by a cliff edge, the headlights are on, the driver's door is open, her phone is still there, but his wife has disappeared. And then a year later, he sees a woman who looks exactly like his missing wife. Interesting. And then Lisa Jewell, None of This Is True is, looks like she's celebrating her 45th birthday at a pub. She's a popular podcaster, crosses paths with an unassuming woman called Josie Fair. Josie's also celebrating their birthday twins. They bump each other again. Josie has been listening to the podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject for her series. And then slowly she starts to realize that Josie is hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, she's I've never heard that word before. Inveigled? No? Don't know. But as quickly as she arrives, she disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that she's become the subject of her own true crime podcast, with her life and family's life in grave danger. Ooh. I kind of want to read, I think I want to read Beautiful Ugly. I think so. I think we'll just, there was no rhyme or reason for why I picked this one versus the other one, but this was just calling to me. So we'll read that one. There we go. On the TBR. Fun. I have not read a thriller really. I've read one, I think, in my life. Like, I really don't read thrillers that much. So that's super exciting. Okay, yay. Okay, at least 2 more. A debut novel. Girl. So you mean either of the 2 that I picked? Either of the 2 that I already picked. See, this is why I knew having a my pick at the beginning would be so unfortunate. Oh my gosh. That's so unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, the only other one left on my non-physical TBR that I pulled for new releases is Carly Fortune, and she is definitely not a new release or a debut author. That's actually so tragic. I don't know if any of these are. Okay, I nearly thought the Ellie's Finley Donovan of Killing It was a debut novel, but she'd released one before. It was just in the young adult section, whereas that was her first like adult book, but to me that doesn't count. Yeah, I don't know if any of these are. Okay, I really don't think any of these are. I haven't looked up every single one, but I'm like pretty sure that none of these are. So we're gonna have to look up new. I'm gonna look up debut new books 2026. Like, I feel like I unfortunately picked all the ones I want to read, you know, because like both of those 2 ones are new, really, or debut novel. Guys, oh guys, I hate to do this. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to pick another prompt. I'm gonna pick another prompt. I'm so sorry, but I just like really am not feeling any of the other ones, and I'm not gonna force myself to hate read a book. Please don't be upset. Oh, I'm picking another one. Oh, one just jumped out. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, upside down. Kindle Unlimited read, fun. Oh, there was a book the other day that somebody mentioned on YouTube and was like, oh, this is on Kindle Unlimited too. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Books may I like, Kindle Unlimited. There is the Emma M. Lyon series that everyone and my mother is reading right now. That's such a little short series, so that's a contender for sure. What else? Yeah, I don't really want like another romance. Like, there's a couple romances, but that's not really what I'm feeling because I've already got a couple on there. Emma M. Lyon is coming up multiple times because there's like the multiple different volumes. So Onyx Storm is on Kindle Unlimited. That's kind of crazy. Rights of the Starling just came out, which is the 2nd book in the Shield of Sparrows series, but I never read the first one, so not much is jumping out. So I think I am gonna do the Emma M. Lyon series and start that. So I'll put book 1 of that on my TBR as well. Guys, this is actually so funny that I have the least physical TBR this month. Okay, that was number 4, so let's pick number 5. I feel like maybe we'll do 6 then, since I have like no actual physical ones and I want to get some physical books off my TBR. So that is upside down? Yeah, it is. It is. It says a book with a name in the title. Ooh, okay, fine. Now this I feel like I actually have some for. So The Secret War of Julia Child, that is a name. Finley Donovan. Is that it? Oh, Eleanor. A Man Called Ove, duh. Okay, slay. Okay, we've got 4 options then, period. What is jumping out? This one is a thriller, so I don't know if this is jumping out to me really because of the fact I already have one on my TBR, so I'm like, Frederick isn't super jumping at me either, because as I said, I didn't like love the movie, but also it's like, well, it's on my TBR, so I'm gonna read it at some point. So why not next month? I don't have historical fiction. You guys know I do love historical fiction, so I'm gonna be done now. Now you do. So maybe this could be fun to go on it, so that I do have a historical fiction. Single, 6'2", and 30 years old, Julia McWilliams took a job working for America's first espionage agency. Years before cooking or Paris entered the picture, The Secret World of Julia Child traces Julia's transformation from... Let's go along. Oh, there's a blurb at the top. Before she mastered the art of French cooking in midlife, Julia Child found herself serving in the secrets trade in World War II Asia. This story reveals how the war made her into the icon we now know. Oh, so is this like a real story then? Because I have heard of Julia Child's in the Julia. I'll put the movie cover whatever on the screen. I really like that movie. It's cute. I've watched it a couple times. I have it on DVD. And Julia Childs has always like, I don't know, she's like cozy in that movie. So I think that's also why I picked it up, because I was like, ooh, I did get it thrifting. So a bit of a random pick, but let's go with this one. I feel like that'd be fun. And then at least my goal for when I'm picking the TBRs is just to like, I try to pick variety, because I don't want to just pick all the same genre and then be sick of that genre or something by the end of it. So at least then I can also kind of mood read throughout the month too, even just pulling from that one up there, guys, but I don't want to put it up there. Oh, so we're gonna just put it down there. Last one. Oh, that jumps out, so I guess might as well. Let's hope it's a good one. Save the best for last, hopefully. A book under 300 pages, period. Okay, that's great. That is a stunning pick. Now let's see if I have any. This one looks short. Let's see. 288. Oh my gosh, fun. Okay, now let's see. Just go pull out the short ones. Over 300. I think honestly the one I pulled might be the shortest one. Over 300. Oh, this is 290. This is 291 actually. Okay, perfect. That did also count then. Like, I feel like all of these are bigger for sure. Let's see. 357. Yeah, well, I'm over. Yeah, I feel like. Yep, 380. Oh my god. Stop falling over. Stop falling over. Okay, then. So we've got between The Stolen Child and the book Women of Troublesome Creek. And I already know that I want to pick the Stolen Child one, just because I feel like the cover is so pretty with the flowers. And I think it's a historical fiction as well. But it says, an unlikely duo ventures through France and Italy to solve the mystery of a child's fate in this moving page-turning novel. Yeah, period. Okay, let's add that one. Okay, slay. So we've got 6 books, 3 physical books we've got, and then we've got those 2 new releases, and then the Emma M. Lyon Kindle Unlimited one, which is also super short too, to BH. So that does help, that having 6 books on my TBR, I think I will actually be able to get to them since 2 of them are short. Yay! Oh, I did just realize that I didn't actually pick this one for any of the prompts, and I do have to read this. So we're just gonna add it. Just gonna add it over here, and I'm gonna keep these little TBR prompts here so that I remember that I have them, so I don't forget. So then when the new books come out, because they're not even out when I'm filming this yet, then I will definitely do a little shopping and go pick them up. And then, so technically we're gonna have 7 books that I'm actually gonna have to read, which is fine. I've read 7 in a month before, but I'm definitely gonna have to lock in. Maybe July will have a bit more of a chill month. Maybe I'll only pick 5. But yeah, that is gonna be my TBR for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what book is on the top of your TBR for the month of June, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!